Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're taking a trip back in time to explore a hidden piece of New York City history, the story of Seneca Village. What if I told you there was a lost neighborhood beneath New York Central Park? Yes, today we're diving into the fascinating history of New York City and uncovering the story of Seneca Village, a forgotten community that once thrived in the heart of Manhattan. Many of you know Central Park as a sprawling oasis in the heart of Manhattan, but before its manicured lawns and iconic landmarks, this land held a different story. Imagine strolling through Central Park admiring the lush greenery and iconic landmarks. But did you know that beneath this urban oasis lies the hidden remains of Seneca Village, a vibrant community that was home to hundreds of people in the 19th century? Once upon a time in the heart of the Big Apple, there existed a unique, vibrant community called Seneca Village. Imagine a community built by and for free black people, offering a sense of ownership, opportunity, and escape from the discrimination and harsh conditions of downtown Manhattan. Seneca Village wasn't just about survival, it was about building a life. Residents owned their homes, businesses like shops and churches flourished, and families established roots. Established in 1825, this neighborhood was a sanctuary for African Americans fleeing the harsh realities of racial prejudice, and a haven for immigrants seeking a fresh start on American soil. From 1825 to 1857, this vibrant community thrived on this very spot. It wasn't just any community though. Seneca Village was home to the largest number of African American property owners in New York City before the Civil War. But Seneca Village's existence was threatened in the 1850s when city officials decided to seize the land through eminent domain to create Central Park. Despite protests and legal battles from the residents, their homes and businesses were demolished, and they were forced to relocate, scattering their community and erasing their history. Seneca Village was unlike any other neighborhood in New York. It was a bustling microcosm of life, complete with schools that provided education for the children, churches that served as pillars of faith and community, and cemeteries where loved ones were laid to rest. The city was growing, and with it, a desire for a grand park that could rival the likes of Europe's grand green spaces. This was the dawning of the idea of Central Park, a sprawling expanse of greenery that would serve as the lungs of the city. The concept was revolutionary, a vast open space in the middle of the bustling metropolis, a place where New Yorkers could escape the concrete jungle and connect with nature. But as the city grew and plans for a grand park took shape, the fate of Seneca Village hung in the balance. In 1853, the New York State Legislature enacted a law that would seal the fate of Seneca Village. The law of eminent domain was passed, a statute that allows the government to take private property for public use. It was this law that led to the city seizing the land where Seneca Village stood, a thriving community of predominantly African American homeowners, for the creation of what is now Central Park. In the name of progress and urban beautification, the residents of Seneca Village were given notice of their impending displacement. They were promised compensation, a monetary sum in exchange for their homes and the land they had nurtured, but this was a bitter pill to swallow. Many residents saw it not as a fair trade but as an outright injustice. They were losing more than just property. They were losing their community, their roots, their very sense of belonging. As the day of eviction loomed closer, the once vibrant neighborhood became a shadow of its former self. Homes were emptied, streets grew quieter, and the once bustling village was slowly hollowed out. The residents, some of whom had called Seneca Village home for generations, were compelled to pack their lives into boxes and seek new beginnings elsewhere. Then came the demolition. The sound of the wrecking ball was the death knell for Seneca Village. Buildings that had once echoed with laughter and shared stories were reduced to rubble. The trees that had provided shade on hot summer days were uprooted. The church bells that had summoned the faithful to prayer fell silent. And just like that, the physical embodiment of a once thriving community was wiped out. The demise of Seneca Village was more than just the loss of buildings and land. It was the loss of a community, a loss of history, a loss of identity. Yet, in the grand scheme of urban development, it was seen as a small sacrifice for the greater good. And so, with the stroke of a pen and the crash of a wrecking ball, Seneca Village was wiped off the map. The residents were scattered, their stories largely forgotten, and in their place rose one of the world's most famous parks. But beneath the sprawling lawns and picturesque landscapes of Central Park, the ghost of Seneca Village lingers, a poignant reminder of a community that once was. With Seneca Village gone, the stage was set for the creation of one of the world's most famous parks. In the mid-19th century, The visionaries behind Central Park, Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vos, embarked on a transformative journey. Their aim was to create a green oasis amidst the urban sprawl, a tranquil haven for the city's residents. The area that was once home to the vibrant Seneca Village was to become a sprawling park, a testament to the power of urban planning and design. The designers' vision was grand and ambitious. They imagined winding paths, vast meadows, serene lakes, and architectural marvels that would captivate the city's inhabitants. Their plan was not merely to create a park, but to construct a living, breathing work of art that would stand the test of time. The transformation was not without its challenges. The rocky terrain, the vast expanse of the land, and the remnants of the former neighborhood all posed significant obstacles. But Olmsted and Vaux were undeterred. They saw potential where others saw problems. They envisioned a park that could serve as New York's green lung, a place for leisure, recreation, and respite from the city's relentless pace. And so, over the years, Central Park took shape. The once vibrant neighborhood was replaced with lush landscapes, bridges, statues, and architectural wonders like the Bethesda Terrace and the Belvedere Castle. The park's features were not merely decorative but served a purpose. They provided spaces for New Yorkers to gather, to celebrate, to reflect, and to connect with nature. The impact of Central Park on New York City has been profound. It has become a defining feature of the city's identity, a symbol of the city's resilience and dynamism. It has provided a much-needed refuge for city dwellers and attracted millions of tourists from around the world. But as we marvel at the beauty of Central Park, we must not forget its origins. It stands on the land that was once home to a thriving community, a testament to the city's complex and often tumultuous history. And so, from the ashes of Seneca Village, rose the iconic Central Park. Today, all that remains of Seneca Village are a few plaques and markers in Central Park. Yet the memory of this lost neighborhood is kept alive through concerted efforts and the will of those who believe in the importance of preserving history. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in Seneca Village. Archaeologists, historians, and curious New Yorkers have come together to uncover its buried past. Excavations have unearthed artifacts, remnants of homes, and fragments of lives that once thrived here. The commemorative plaques scattered throughout Central Park serve as poignant reminders of what once stood here. They are not just markers of physical locations, but symbols of resistance and resilience. They tell the story of a thriving Black community that dared to exist at a time when society was stacked against them. But why is it important to remember Seneca Village? This lost neighborhood represents a significant chapter in New York's history. It symbolizes the struggle of marginalized communities to establish a sense of place and identity amidst adversity. It serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, and a reminder of the cost of progress that often goes unnoticed. Moreover, the story of Seneca Village offers valuable lessons for contemporary urban development. It urges us to question who benefits from urban transformation and who bears the brunt of its consequences. It challenges us to think about the cities we want to build, and the kind of society we want to foster. In the heart of one of the world's most iconic parks, Seneca Village whispers its story to those who are willing to listen. It's a story of community, resistance, and survival. A story that, despite being buried under layers of time and progress, refuses to be silenced. In remembering Seneca Village, we remember a part of New York's history that was lost, but not forgotten. Today, efforts are underway to uncover the lost history of Seneca Village and commemorate the lives of its former residents. Archaeological excavations have revealed artifacts that offer glimpses into daily life in the village, shedding light on a chapter of New York City's past that has long been overlooked. The story of Seneca Village is a reminder of the hidden histories that often lie beneath the surface of our cities. It's a story of resilience, community building, and the ongoing fight for justice and recognition. As we walk through Central Park, let's remember the people who once called this land home and honor their legacy by ensuring that their stories are not forgotten. Thank you for joining me on this journey through time, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from the past.